Kurama, 頼む。
Before we start, if you are one of those who is not up to date with the Boruto manga and anime, I think my friend Deadpool has a message for you.
Spoiler alert.
Several months ago in the manga and very recently in the Boruto anime, we witnessed one of the most epic battles in all of ninja history. Well, the legendary ninjas Naruto and Sasuke along with Boruto is the most powerful character to date, Ishiki Otsutsuki, which was only possible to defeat because Naruto reached his new and most powerful form, the Baryon mode, which, like the 8 gates, allows the user to achieve a power superior to that of the gods, at the expense of his own life. Once this power is used, the user does not die, but the Bijou inside him does, in this case, Kurama, leaving us in Naruto without that immense amount of chakra that Kurama provided him. But to show that Naruto without Kurama is still really strong, today I bring you the power levels of Naruto without Kurama. Before analyzing Naruto's power levels without Kurama, to make a good comparison, I will start by detailing the power levels of this final battle, focusing on Ishiki and Naruto's Baryon mode. Here, we have Ishiki Otsutsuki. Since Ishiki's arrival, we understood that this character was stronger than any ninja on Earth, not even the strongest Jonins in Konoha, nor Naruto and Sasuke together could beat him. Being the possessor of the Byakugan and his special Dojutsu, which allows him to reduce matter to a microscopic level and enlarge it at will, along with store everything shrunken in another dimension, being simple techniques at first glance, but at the same time more dangerous than a surprise test. And that's why Ishiki, when he manifests through Jigen's karma, I consider that he has the power at the top of the god rank, and once fully resurrected, even if his life is shortened, he will be in the middle part of the range that I personally catalog as Amatsubido, being the alias that the Otsutsuki receive in the form of respect, referring to celestial beings. It should be noted that neither Naruto nor Sasuke were able to hold out against Ishiki, making use of the power I explained a moment ago. Naruto with his 6-pass Sage mode, with Kurama Chakra mode, and the other Bijous reaches the middle part of the God rank, while Sasuke with his Rinnegan reaches the lower part of the same rank. So, they are no match for said opponent, even with the help of Boruto, who with his technique, plus the Jogan, only reaches the lower part of the Jonin rank. And even if Borishiki had appeared, there would have been no victory because in that state, he would only reach the Kage rank at most. And that is why Kurama proposes the final move to Naruto as a last resort, a transformation that would be the equivalent of the 8 gates, since opening the 8th gate gives the user incredible power, consuming all of their chakra until they are left lifeless. Which, in Baryon mode, Naruto's and Kurama's chakra are mixed to form a totally new and powerful one by way of nuclear fusion, which is consumed until Kurama's chakra disappears completely and he later dies. But thanks to that great sacrifice, Naruto had a great increase in power, both in his brute force and also his reflexes. He was able to catch the black rods thrown by Ishiki, which Sasuke could not track with his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. He also left Ishiki and Sasuke surprised by the enormous amount of chakra. Ishiki became Naruto's punching bag, and with each punch, he was shortening his life, just as Kurama's life was decreasing. And for all this, I personally believe that Naruto reached the maximum part of the Amatsubido range. After Naruto had used Baryon mode and Kurama died, he ran out of those huge reserves of chakra that he had since he was a fetus, and that had been helping him win battles that he couldn't win alone. You might think that now he would have the same strength as Ebisu Sensei, but no. I come to show that even in his base form, because he is from the Uzumaki clan, he has large reserves of chakra. With the help of his personal summoning from Mount Miyaboku, Gamakichi, his special arm with the ability to absorb techniques, highlighting all his jutsus and the 50,000 variants of the Rasengan that he masters, and his persistence that makes him never give up, puts Naruto in his base form at the lower middle part of the Kage rank. An outstanding power of Naruto's that takes him to a higher level is the Sage Mode. A power that he is able to access from his fight against Pain in Konoha, being able to absorb the natural energy of the environment and combine them with his physical and spiritual energies in a harmonic way, thus reaching a new chakra, the Senjutsu chakra. With the increase in power thanks to his new chakra, all of his senses increase exponentially, extraordinarily increasing his physical strength, speed, resistance, and reflexes, as well as in acquiring an enormous sensory capability that allows him to feel the chakra of the entire village after the devastation of Pain. Highlighting the natural energy mastery part of training, Naruto received the training to master the special taijutsu of Sage Mode, the Frog Kata, with which Naruto surrounds his entire body with natural energy, giving him a supernatural strength that allows him to break from powerful weapons such as the Rinnegan's black rods, as well as hit his opponents without having to touch them, making use of the energy of the environment, being able to kill almost anyone with a single punch. And thanks to the special taijutsu, mastering the energy of the environment and his sensory sense, he is able to predict the opponent's movements similar to the Sharingan during combat, allowing for stability and defeating powerful ninjas like the Third Raikage with a single attack. To give us an idea of the enormous power that Naruto acquires with the Sage Mode, we have to think back to when he defeated the 6 Paths of Pain one by one in battle, which were able to destroy all of Konoha, even Jiraiya himself. That, in my opinion, all united, reached the rank of legend. For at Naruto's Sage Mode currently in Boruto, I consider him a power at the top of the Kage level. It should be clarified that Naruto still has a portion of the chakra of the other Bijous. Before the misfortunes happen, I'm going to explain why Naruto has the chakra of the other Bijous. The fact that before Kurama's death, Naruto still possessed the chakra of the other Bijous, that much is clear. But since their chakra united due to Kurama's connection with Naruto for being the Jinchuriki, it can be thought that this connection with the other Bijous was already lost because Kurama is no longer there. But no. Since remembering Kurama's death, we have that he himself disappeared completely, leaving the void inside Naruto, thanks to the seal where Kurama once was, which would be as if Naruto was still a Jinchuriki, only for a Bijou that is already dead, which explains why Naruto didn't die, like when a Jinchuriki has the Bijou removed from him.
What the fuck?
Well, taking into consideration the portion of the chakra of the other Bijous that Naruto can still use, which in the course of history has been used both to increase his strength enormously by making use of the steam element, with which heating his own chakra increases the power of attacks through pressure. With this increase in strength, being able to send Kaguya flying, as well as being able to create various variants of the Rasengan, influenced by each Kekkei Genkai element that the Bijous grant him. With the lava element, the Rasengan gets a higher attack potential. With the magnet element, he can seal his opponents. Even he can make a Rasengan with the ink of the Hichibi to paint his opponent black. With the power portion of the other Bijous, I consider Naruto to have a power in the lower middle part of the legend rank. And now I want to clarify something that many people doubt, and that is that Naruto still has the 6 Paths Sage Mode. The power of this Senjutsu comes apart from Kurama's chakra and any Bijou that Naruto possesses, as this form was given to him by Hagoromo Otsutsuki himself. In this form, Naruto goes from using the Senjutsu chakra of the Toad Sage to use the one acquired with the 6 Paths Sage Mode. He is depicted with the same yellow horizontal rectangular pupil pattern as Toad Sage Mode, but without the orange pigmentation surrounding his eyes, showing Naruto initially with Kurama's eyes in the shape of a cross due to the use of his chakra in combination, which will not be possible due to Kurama's absence, but will only be represented by his normal rectangular pupil. And if you are still confused by the 6 Paths Sage Mode, with the 6 Paths Sage Mode that Naruto accessed combined with his Kurama Chakra Mode, let me tell you that they are two different things. Since when Naruto came back from near death to face Madara, he used Chakra Senjutsu without the need to access Chakra Mode, acquiring a power with which he was able with just one attack to force Madara to absorb the Divine Tree. Not to mention the special abilities that this mode gives him, such as the ability to fly, increased sensory ability to the point of feeling Madara's limbo shadows, and being able to touch and create the powerful truth-seeking orbs, which even now, despite not displaying them, he can use them because he possesses the 5 chakra natures and the yin and yang elements. And if you are one of those who thinks that Naruto cannot use them because of the absence of Kurama, then I invite you to ask Tonari how he can use them only by possessing the Tenseigan. And if we consider that Naruto is able to access the 6-path stage mode and the small portion of chakra of the other Bijous, in my perception, Naruto would be able to reach the base part of the God rank. Something that needs to be mentioned is that Naruto no longer possesses the 6-path Yang power, which was a sun-shaped seal on the palm of his right hand, with the set of 6 paths Yin power, he could use the Chibaku Tensei Supreme version, as well as being able to use the 6-path Chakra Rebirth, with which he was able to revive the life force in a person, thus being able to save Might Guy after having used the 8 gates, create a new eye for Kakashi, as well as slow down death for Obito. But this doesn't count anymore. But what does count is that just like Ashura did in the past without possessing the chakra of any Bijou and only with the 6-path Senjutsu, Naruto might be able to create a huge chakra avatar, similar to or equal to the 6-path Guardian of the Land, with which Ashura in the past was able to rival his brother Indra's perfect Susanoo. Considering this possibility and any other help he receives from Hashirama's cells, please tell me what rank and level you would give Naruto. And that's it for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit that like button, comment if you like the new style of video, as well as if you want us to analyze Sasuke in the future. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that post notification bell to be notified every time we upload, and we'll see you in another video. Goodbye.